Hey, what is up, everyone? I'm here to give you my WWE NXT review for October 9th, 2014. I thought this was an average show because I didn't really feel like it furthered anything except for a couple stuff. I did like one thing, so when I get there, I'll talk about it. So the first match was Tyler Breeze versus Mojo Rawley. Thought this match made sense to happen considering the fact that Tyler Breeze 2 weeks ago had lammed Mojo Rawley shoulder into the steel post, so he attacked him. So why not have a match? The match was very short though. Tyler Breeze won with an armbar, and the referee just stopped the match because they were worried about Mojo Rawley's health. Um, Mojo Rawley's kind of turned into a jobber because he used to be like, thought it was going to be like good shit, but now he's like bad shit. So I don't know. But Tyler Breeze went over. I'm actually glad he's kind of had like this more aggressive side to him. Ever since he lost the NXT Fatal 4-Way at NXT Takeover 2. So I'm glad he's starting to be more aggressive. But it seems like he doesn't really have a storyline, so I hope he does soon. Then we got Hideo Itami versus Victor of the Ascension. And I thought this was a pretty good match. Victor dominated much of the match, and then Hideo Itami did his comeback with the drop kicks, and then the drop kick into the corner. And then eventually he goes to hit his finisher when he jumps on the guy's gut on the match. But then Victor, no wait, Connor came out, and he had Funaki with him. And this distracts Hideo Itami, but when Victor tries to take advantage, he ducks a clothesline, and Hideo Itami hits a drop kick for the win. And then afterwards, Connor attacks Hideo Itami, and then the Ascension go off on Hideo Itami, and they tie him up in the ropes. And Funaki tries to come in and make the save, but is stopped, and he's too injured to really do anything. Because he was like passed out, by the way, when he brought him out there. So then afterwards, the Ascension hit the Fall of Man on him, and they lay him out. So I thought this was awesome stuff. Then afterwards, it shows Funaki getting stretched out. And then we got Aiden English and Simon Goss of the Vaudevillains versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. Earlier in the show, Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy were doing like one of those film things that they usually do, and Enzo Amore wants to ask William Regal pretty much if she'll give I forget her name, Carmella, I think her name is, a tryout match on NXT, and he's like, come look at her, and it shows her training, and she actually was doing good. She was putting a submission hold on the guy, and made him tap out. And William Regal's like, bring her in next week, and then he says, hey, I got you a tryout match, and then she hugs Colin Cassidy, but she didn't hug Enzo Amore, and Enzo Amore's like, I'm not going to tell you not to post that because I know you will anyways. And but so next week, Carmella's gonna get if that's her name, I guess they're gonna get a tryout match. I think that should be decent stuff. And then we got the match though between the Vaudevillains and Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. I thought it was a decent match. The Vaudevillains win with That's a Wrap. That's when what's his name? That's when Simon Goss does the Rolling Senton. No, the Rolling Senton, and Aiden English does the senton off the second rope onto Enzo Amore for the win. And then we had a Divas match. It was Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch wins with the backstabber into a submission move. It was like a crossface. It was called Bank Drop or something. But I thought it was a decent match. I think they're probably gonna make Sasha Banks, the next #1 contender to the women's NXT Women's Championship. And I forgot to mention that they're going to make the Vaudevillains the next #1 contenders to the NXT Tag Team Championships. And then we got Titus O'Neil versus Sami Zayn. Before the match, Sami Zayn was asked if he was got interviewed and was asked if he was worried. And he's like, I'm not worried. This is a guy that gets beat up on the main roster by bunnies. Do you really think I'm going to be worried about him? I'm here to defend NXT. So he wasn't worried. I like how he mentioned that too. But Sami Zayn is having trouble knocking Titus O'Neil down since he's much bigger than him. So Titus O'Neil dominates him. He throws him outside the ring, and he actually goes face first onto the ramp. And then Titus O'Neil gets him in a bear hug. And then eventually Sami Zayn starts to make a comeback. He hits Titus O'Neil went to charge at him, and Sami Zayn pulled the top rope down, and then he did a flip off over the top rope, and he did a crossbody on Titus O'Neil, but he kicked out of it. And then he wanted to hit the big boot that he hits in the corner, but Titus O'Neil got the foot up and tried to pin him off it, but he couldn't get it. Then afterwards, Titus O'Neil tries to put Sami Zayn puts Titus O'Neil in the sleeper hold, but he fights out of it. Then afterwards, eventually, Sami Zayn tries to go off the top rope, but then Titus O'Neil do some sort of move with his leg while he's holding his hand, but Titus O'Neil pulls his leg and his balls go into the ropes, and then Titus O'Neil hits the Clash of Titus on him for the win, and Titus O'Neil is celebrating, but he's going to do further damage to Sami Zayn, and he goes to go off the top rope, and Sami Zayn's like next on the apron, and I think he was going to jump on his next knee first, but then Adrian Neville, the NXT champion, made the save, and afterwards they just have a stare down, and I thought it was decent stuff. NXT I thought was just kind of average this week. He had some good matches, but I didn't really feel like anything was going on really. But I think they're going to do Adrian Neville versus Titus O'Neil probably for the NXT Championship. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This show just kind of felt like it was there. It didn't really do anything to further any storylines or anything. But that's pretty much it, guys. Peace out.